Wyola is such a horse culture community. At one time, Wyola by itself had 7 Indian relay teams come out of here.
Indian Relay pays tribute to the cultural and practical significance of the horse among Northern Plains tribes. Indian Relay dates back over 400 years, and in recent decades, has been gaining mainstream visibility and popularity in the Western US and Canada.
We have horse knowledge in this community that's unparalleled. When we started talking about what are the ways that we can create the infrastructure to support the life and the livelihood and the engagement of the whole community, we had to be thinking of the people in town, but also those community members who rarely come through town. This excitement started building, and they said we could have last chance relay here before the snows come, that they would come to Wyola and have their final race of the season. It's not a big commercial pari-mutuel racing track. It's a neighborhood track intended to serve the needs of the community. Some of it is economic, but then we started talking about the needs that our children and our families have for a pathway to regain our wholeness spiritually, emotionally, and so forth. And those disconnections that we have from the land, from the resources, from our environment and our ways of life that kept our people going for so many generations, we're getting disconnected from that. And it's hurt our spirit, and it's hurt our families and our children. And so when we talked about how do we use that infrastructure to serve the well-being of our community, it was like we could do equine therapy there when the races aren't going. We want our people to be healthy and motivated and excited for themselves and their life and who they are. And those things currently don't exist in a way that everybody has access to. And we're trying to change that.
The community convenes regular meetings, open to all district members, to identify priority areas for community development, gauge members' interest to take action, and assign next steps for all projects. Leslie, who is a board member for the Wyola Development Fund, met with Grace to share how the organizations complement each other, allowing for Wyola's economy to grow in a way that works for the community.
So in Wyola, over here in the public sector, we have the U.S. Post Office. We have Wyola Elementary School, and the nonprofit sector is the Mighty Few Youth Group and the Wyola Development Fund. The Wyola Development Fund's mission is to operate as a nonprofit and to stimulate Wyola's community economy. This track represents a huge private sector stake. When we were originally starting, what people said, we need a laundromat, we need a gas station, we need a grocery store, and a coffee shop. In order to prompt those enterprises, you got to have individuals that are willing to say, I'll step up and take a $200,000 bank loan. And we weren't ready for that. But Wyola had 7 Indian relay teams, as little as we are. And it was like, oh my God, this is what we know how to do. This is an economic enterprise that our community members inherently have a powerful knowledge and history and experience to bring to bear to make it successful. And we don't need to have external expertise to tell us how to make it work. It's just like when we got the horse, we learned how to ride hell out of it, you know. We did a lot of things that were innovative and responsive to the setting that we were in.
We can bring economics here. We can be self-sufficient here. We need to help ourselves, help our youth, help our future generation.
The main thing is building our infrastructure, building our homes, creating an economy. It might not be modeled as the non-natives economy, but it'll be fixed to what Wyola's needs are.